Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Augusta. I'm Dion Guillory. You have questions about Ebola and we are getting them answered for you. Very, very nice and stylish.
Yeah, with all the lights in here, yeah.
And you help a great cause. Your debit card is very convenient. People get excited over Black Friday. We see the ads, we see the lines from stores all across the country. The question is, are people really getting a good deal? And that's why I feel the show is rigged. Matter. And what we're going to do to celebrate the year of the selfie.
Live selfie.
We're going to take one.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Nice.
And if you want to see it, you can go to the WJBF Instagram account.
True or false, one dust storm can move up to 300 million tons of topsoil.
How fast is the storm?
That's a good question.
Protecting you.
Right.
Forming the antibodies.
Right. And that was the shot.
That was the shot.
That was a shot. Quick and painless. Assorted flavors here.
It's like colors on a really nice tie.
Right. And you know what you do? You share.
Oh.
Allowed to get past these gates unless they bought a ticket right here. Take a closer look at the picture of this dog. You can see the chains wrapped around its neck. This investigation is one he is taking very seriously. Same-sex couples in Aiken aren't getting marriage licenses yet, but they are getting applications like this one. Wait for some results from some tests to figure out what that substance was. And take a look behind me. We've got a lot of activity happening in the last 10 minutes. She says he took her wallet, removed the money that was inside, threw the wallet on the ground, and put the money in a red pillowcase. Happening right now on Good Morning Augusta, Richmond County Sheriff's deputies are investigating a shooting that left a man dead and another in the hospital this morning. Police in New Ellington are on the lookout this morning for a man they say posed a threat to officers online. The search is on this morning for a missing woman in Aiken County. Anyone with information about this case should call the Aiken County Sheriff's Office. That number is 803-648-6811. 7:04 now. Donations are pouring in for a local family who lost everything in a fire, and the community is still giving. The Augusta Falcons, a local youth football team, is looking for your help to play in a national tournament next week. The group is collecting money for the next few days at Walmart off Wrightsboro Road near the mall. The tournament starts on Tuesday. Unemployment numbers for Georgia are now in for the month of November. One woman is dead after a house fire in Bamberg. The body of a 4-year-old boy who went missing on Christmas Eve has been found. Nearly a year after FEMA's decision on ice storm reimbursement, the city of Augusta has finally made an appeal. Time now is 7:07. We want to check in with meteorologist Kevin Nywood in the Forecast Center with a first look at our weather. And Kevin, a warm-up is expected today. In Columbia County, the Evans Home Depot has a drop-off station available for natural Christmas trees from now until January 10th. Augusta's new commissioners take the oath of office on Monday. Augusta's mayor-elect is planning for his inauguration.
Kristen, you may kiss your bride, Kayla.
Same-sex couples are tying the knot in South Carolina. Several couples were given marriage licenses in Charleston on Wednesday. Chrissy DeLagle and Haley Latham are hoping to be one of the first same-sex couples to get a marriage license in Aiken County.
I'm so excited to marry the woman of my dreams, but I'm so nervous that they're going to still say no.
Yeah, this is a very exciting time for us in our community. We've strived so hard to come so far, and to know that South Carolina, of all places, are ready. So we're excited. We just hope that they don't say no.
30 minutes later, it's all over. Our couple coming out with an application in hand.
For Aiken to give us an application, but not even allow us to turn it in until 12 o'clock tomorrow, is a slight step backwards. I think they're still waiting for another stay.
A stay Attorney General Alan Wilson is waiting on from the Supreme Court. His office says he won't comment on licenses being given out in Charleston, but did release this statement on Tuesday saying, quote, "We continue to believe the doctrine of federalism and the 10th Amendment should allow South Carolina's unique laws to be considered at the highest appropriate court of appeal," end quote. 33 states have legal same-sex marriage. Virginia and North Carolina are the most southern states. South Carolina could be number 34. We are back inside the Aiken County Courthouse. Our cameras aren't allowed inside the probate judge's offices, but I'm going to walk inside there myself to find out why they are not issuing marriage licenses to same-sex couples. Judge Angela Little says her office is waiting for an email from the Supreme Court about its decision. Then licenses will be given after 12:01 Thursday afternoon.
This picture of a dog in Burke County is being shared on Facebook. The pit bull named Nitro is seen with a chain around its neck and 2 padlocks. In its yard, the dog's bones can be seen. It's a concern for Samantha Holton.
It's actually rubbing his neck, his hairs, his whole neck is gray from it.
Holton is also concerned about the dog's house and the cold weather. She filed an incident report and even went to court.
I'd like to get Nitro out of the situation he's living in. There are so many more dogs like that in this county.
Burke County doesn't have animal services, so everything has to come through the sheriff's office, but I'm told there's only so much they can do.
We're not able to pick animals up. We don't have the personnel or the training or the equipment or actually the facility to put these animals in when they're picked up.
Sergeant Lowe is heading up the investigation. He says he's had to ask Richmond County Animal Services for advice on what to do.
You guys have a small staff. Animal services is needed in the county.
Yes, I think it would benefit Burke County as well as the sheriff's office.
Until that happens, Holton feels knowledge could help.
And we need humane education here.
Holton has to file an application for a criminal warrant to get this dog. Now, she'll go back to court on December 10th to do that. As far as Burke County getting animal services, that's up to the Board of Commissioners. We tried to talk to the dog's owner, but no one was home.
Gust of wind come up, looked out the door, and chairs started flying everywhere.
Couches, tables, and other outdoor furniture tossed around by a thunderstorm in Burke County Monday evening. This is what it looks like now in Jason Blackburn's backyard. Couch pillows thrown against the fence, chairs now at the bottom of his pool.
We're a little scared. That's about it.
In this exclusive video, you can see the furniture is picked up and the gust moves over Blackburn's pool. His dog Ace runs to check it all out, while a house with Blackburn's other dog Cash is picked up by the wind.
Of course, our first thoughts were the dog that was in the little house and ran outside to check on him.
This is what's left of that doghouse. I'm holding one of the many pieces of wood that's just thrown about the yard. You saw in that video that the house was just picked up. Well, right here is where it was dropped off. And the question is, what caused all of this?
More than likely, it's what you call a gustnado.
News Channel 6 meteorologist Ed Bloodsworth says gustnados are rarely seen in the CSRA.
A lot of people mistake them for tornadoes, but there's no connection between that little ground swirl and the parent thunderstorm. It's just caused by an outward push of wind or a gust of wind out from the thunderstorm.
Blackburn's dogs are fine and no one was hurt. Now he waits for the insurance adjuster.
Once he comes and tells us to go ahead, of course we'll get it cleaned up and get them put back in place, maybe something a little bit sturdier.